this would be good reading. So read it and was really impressed with it, and heard through a manager or from somebody that they were going to make the movie. At that time, I went from a little agent to a really big agent, and luckily that big agent represented Marty. Not knowing, though, that Marty, when he was casting the story that I had heard, he and De Niro were at a party and said, so what, Bob, what are you doing next? Oh, I'm doing this movie, Goodfellas. I said, yeah, I got to find the kid, I got to find the guy. And Bob said, what about the kid from Something Wild? And Marty said, yeah, I heard about him. So not knowing that I was on their radar, but I got my agent, my big powerful agent, I said, make sure, I would really love to do this. This is a great script, and it's, not only that, it's, it's Marty Scorsese. And so a meeting was set up, but it was really coming from Marty's part too. And we met and just talked, and it wasn't, not a lot of times these big directors, it's not all about reading. And I also had a few movies to, that he could have seen, but his impression for me, I sent him a really horrible copy of Dominic and Eugene, and then I hadn't heard from him. Well, I was in the Venice Film Festival with Dominic and Eugene, and Marty was there with Last Temptation of Christ. And I took my dad, and there we are at the Excelsior Hotel in Venice, Italy. And I hear, I'm up on the balcony, and we're just watching all the buzzing going on at film festivals. And all of a sudden, I hear like all this noise, all these people, this commotion. And I look down, and I said, oh my God, that's Marty. No, I hadn't talked to him in like a couple months. I hadn't heard anything. So I beeline down and reach for him to get his attention. And because it was Last Temptation of Christ, he was getting a lot of threats. So he had bodyguards around him. And the bodyguards just, pushed me away. And Marty looked over, and I just said, no, wait. I just want to say hi to Marty. I just want to say hi to Marty. And Marty told me that he, at that instant, he knew he was going to cast me because he thought I was the maniac, like, fuck you guy from Something Wild. And then, because, Henry Hill was not like that. Henry Hill, the reason why Henry got to where Henry was because he kept his mouth shut, sure, whatever you want. These guys are nuts, so, like, it was more, he got in there because he was quiet, but that's when Marty knew that he was going to cast me. But then, Marty said, all right, I want Ray Liotta. So he told Warner Brothers that. And Warner Brothers said, yeah, no, great, whatever. What about so-and-so? They would have rather had Eddie Murphy than, yeah, that's the one where the guy does this and the guy does that, and the other thing. He says, yeah. And Bob says, so how's it going? And he says, well, it's good. I'm trying to find Jimmy Burke. I'm trying to find the character of Jimmy Burke. Bob says, wait, so that's the guy who does that, and the other thing, and he does that. Marty says, yeah, that guy. And he said, what's that? Send it to me. Let me read it again. And Marty got a call a week later or whatever. Bob said, you know what, I'll play it. I'd like to do it. And they hadn't done anything for 10 years since Raging Bull. And as soon as Bob was in, that was the studio's hook for their sale. And then, oh yeah, no, Ray's great. Of course we'll use Ray.